All right, so it is Sunday today. Spent the weekend wrapping a little bit of Deidre's 350Z. We got a bunch of Morgan's car, her Mustang, wrapped up. And today is the fun day for me, not as fun at work. So, as we saw last video, the transmission on the S14 blew up during practice of the competition. So, today, I get to put in a new transmission. So we got to put a new trans in this thing. We also need to do a water pump. Basically, long story short, the new water pump we got is going in Kyle's car. We're taking my water pump and putting it in mine. So we're swapping water pumps. And then the new trans water pump in this car. Because I have a drift event in 6 days. So 6 days we need to get a trans that we don't know what the condition is. We're hoping works. Literally the worst thing in the world, trying to find a KSR trans. If you have one or you're selling one near the Ohio area, hit me up. I'd love to have a backup so I don't run into this situation again. And then, yeah, we're gonna hopefully get everything working good so that way I can drive next weekend. If not, then I'll be back to driving this thing, which was torn apart for wrap. But let's kind of show you what we're working with right now. So we got the new used KA trans. With this trans, if most people already probably know, you can't just bolt in a KA trans. You need to take the bell housing off. So we got to take the bell housing off this KA trans, bell housing off the old KA trans, take the SR bell housing off, and we need to put it on this KA trans. I got all new seals, new gaskets. Hopefully this one doesn't leak. That's my goal, so that way I don't lose anything. So I need to get that one out, remove the bell housing and everything needed with that. Swap it to this, we'll move this bell housing, swap everything over, and then we can put it back in that car and pray that it works. So, get this out, got the car already jacked up. It's, well, not jacked up, but it's on the ramps. It's ready to jack up. So we're gonna get this thing up in the air and start, yeah, working on it. What up?
Hi.
Oh, howdy doody.
About to pull
How's it going?
Good, we got all the, oh, let me turn my music off. We're gonna get demonetized. Not like we are anyway. Got the trans bolts out. This is undone. We've got the shifter out. And now we're just undoing the trans brace so we can drop the trans. And it'll be out. And then we need to tear it apart and rebuild it. Well, swap the bell housings. And we'll be good to go. The trans flow takes out. Oh.
When we were trying to separate it, wasn't separating.
So, trans is done. This right here, so this is what it's supposed to look like, right? This is what it looks like. So, this right here makes no contact. And if you rotate the trans, there's no teeth. On top of that, here's the teeth. All this metal right there I don't want to touch, that's all the teeth of the trans. So second gear's gone. This trans is cooked just as bad as the one I still have on my front patio. That one's actually not even as bad as this one. This one's even way worse than that one. Now we get to swap the bell housing. So what I have to do is, that bell housing is an SR20 bell housing. That's a KA transmission. This was a KA transmission, so we got to take this bell housing and put it onto that transmission, so that way I can put it onto an SR. So we got to take all of this stuff down here, back apart again. So all that stuff gets taken back apart, put that one back together, we have trans. Fun. Trans number 3.
We got Alex here.
Alex. Davey took a trans bath.
David.
That was a bad decision.
Jordan's here.
Jordan stopped by.
Beautiful new BMW.
Yes. Super nice. He straight traded his E46 for this, which is pretty crazy. And then we got Alex's new drift car. Pretty nice. He also got this for very cheap. All the BMWs.
It's like wants to go, but it doesn't. It's just stuck on that side right there. Well, very dirty boy. Dirty boy.
Oh, gross.
It's dark.
Yeah, that is super dark.
It's not very red.
There it is.
Nice. There it should be.
Boys. Yeah,
That
I need that.
for
That's
later.
very important.
Yeah.
No, I just need more. So we gotta tear the whole front end out of this. So this has to come off. So this snap ring has to come free. This guy right here has to come out. If you ever have to get these clips off, use these things like the reverse pliers, and it usually comes like almost right the fuck off.
Dude, this trans looks like it goes in like a go-kart or something.
Right.
It's small, dude.
There it
Hey.
is. So we'll put that with the. We've got it in. So now what we need to do is get the drain pan back right underneath the midsection, and let's start getting these back bolts for you.
It's got that cobalt.
Right.
Shit, it's all I use. Fuck Milwaukee.
Manhandle.
There you go. So now we just need to split that housing. Should we bring that back out in the grass?
Sure.
Why my boy so strong? Said he looked classier in a white beater than anything. What are we stuck on?
Did you take out all the bolts?
Yes, that's very important.
There she is. Might just been a mile
Yay.
bit back.
That's a little different.
It
Yeah.
actually looks pretty darn clean, honestly.
Yeah, this is nice in there. That looks really good.
That's really darn clean.
There's a little bit of shearing on second, right on the edges. We got a little bit right there. But all the teeth look good. There's no marring, there's no cracking, there's no missing teeth. Oh, this thing looks good.
So bell housing off. Then you have
Yeah.
to put that on the new one.
Yeah, so we got
Or
this
the old
one's
one.
coming off, so we're getting rid of this one.
What's going on this
We're
side?
putting this one on.
Okay. That bell housing right there.
Yeah, that bell housing there goes on this. This one gets tossed. This one, so if you look how like clean this one is in here, so we got a little bit of metal shards like on the magnetic plug. That's probably like the little bit we see off the side of the tooth on second. Other than that, that looks clean. This is what you don't want. Like look at this drain plug
Oh my goodness.
and all that metal and stuff in
Yeah.
there. So we're gonna have to get some brake clean all that out. But as of now, this trans is in really good shape. Watch us like put the bell housing on the wrong trans. Spend all this time putting fluid in, we put the wrong transmission in the car.
That would
I can
happen.
see
Would you be surprised with any of us doing that?
Yeah.
There we go. So new bell housing on. All we gotta do is put the front cover and here back on. So we got the thrust bearing back on. Get the front cover back on. Seal the front cover back on. And then, yeah, we're pretty much just gonna put like the throttle bearing shit back. So. All right, so we got the trans together. So we got new bell housing on, that all sealed. Everything on the backside where like the shift port or the clutch port and everything sealed up. That's all good. All that shit's sitting over there. Kyle came to help.
Yes, sir.
So we got that all sealed up. So that's probably gonna go in probably tomorrow or something. And then Kyle's motivated doing Kyle things because he's like the nicest dude in the world.
Yeah.
And he's gonna fix the bumper that I lawn darted through my front yard.
Yeah, let's not do that again.
No, I'm not. So yeah, Kyle's fixing this fiberglass, and then this bumper is going in the trash because it's broken in half. And then the next thing we gotta fix is this, the biggest bum out.
You don't want flex.
I cracked my over really bad, so the over's broken. So that needs replaced. Actually, Kyle, you can probably fix that over, right?
Yeah, I can fix that.
Shout out to all these guys.
The stakeout. I love you.
David for taking a trans bath.
Yeah.
A little bit. Anybody?
You too,
Trevor
bud.
being Trevor. Adam, do your drift.
I'll see you.
Drop David in there.
Oh my god.
I've been dreadful.
Grab his dick and twist it.
That's trans fluid. That's all trans fluid on the ground right there. Love you, Bo.
He's a fucking dickhead.
The magician Kyle
Hell yeah.
cooking his crack, fixing this disaster that I did. 'Cause I'm an idiot.
Somebody can't stay out of the grass.
Hey now. Got fucking Kyle Picasso over here.
Hell yeah.
I need some of
I've never seen fiberglass work done.
Oh, check it out. Check your boy out. What do you have to say, Eric?
Not a whole lot. Shit, if I'm being honest.
He's I don't know
Not a
what
whole fucking lot.
We got Eric's caddy over here.
They're so thin. Like those are
Hiding
like the thinnest. They're like
behind the
cookies.
fit. Hello. How it goes? It. David, you should film David trying to get out of the parking spot right now.
Just hits Adam's truck. You just hear fucking crunch and David just rolls the fuck out. Magic hands.
Yeah.
Maybe my shit won't flop in the wind now.
Probably not.
Looks sketchy as fuck. You're just working on this in a sea of fucking broken 240 parts.
Oh fuck yeah, I know. Gotta make do.
Do you feel like you're at home?
I really do.
Alright, so I'm back out in the garage to continue kind of where I left off. Got a little bit done yesterday. Had more fun hanging out with everybody, which is kind of what I'd rather do than just bust my ass all day and get everything done. I got a week to get the car together. Just got to kind of bolt check everything once we get this all buttoned up. But kind of show you what got done, what we're doing today. I know Kyle's swinging back over today to help me out, save my life as Kyle always does, to help me get the trans in the car. And then to kind of finish buttoning up where we left off. So here is a little bit of an update. So Kyle got my old pump back in. We got the water pump back in. The belt's back on. So that's all good to go there. Everything's set on that end. Don't mind how ugly my engine bay is. That's going to get pretty eventually. Trans is together. Bell housing is on now. The new, everything's sealed in the bell housing. The inner plate, we got a new seal on that, which goes to the input shaft there, and then we got everything sealed up, cleaned up. Couldn't reuse half of the stuff off the old trans. I gotta reuse the bell housing. Doesn't really matter if there's like some nicks and stuff like that in the bell housing. The inner plate that is on the trans now is the one off the trans I just bought. The one on my other one, there's like the thrush, whatever the bearing pressed against inside that cover, was completely mangled and bent up and destroyed. Had a bunch of nicks in it. That back cover itself actually had a ton of pitting and damage. No way anything could see. You could see where the bearings were actually eating through that back piece, and then where when everything blew up, a bunch of metal just chunked everything. So it wasn't a good service. So he swapped that plate over from the new trans onto the old bell housing, the SR bell housing. But now basically just got to swap over all the sensors from the old trans to the new trans. That way everything works. This is all S13 stuff on here now. Got to put all the new sensors back onto this, speed sensor, all that stuff, which speedo doesn't really even work, but sometimes it does on the highway. Get the throwout bearing back in, get all that greased and lubed up. I need to get the fork put back in there and set back up. And then I need to do the rear seal for the trans. So, because I'm being over precautious, where this sits in on the back of the trans, fuck those bolts, I've got that seal, a new one there. We're gonna put, even though this one looks in really good shape, this trans is really nice. We're gonna put a new seal in there because I just want to be 100% that everything is good. So, but get that on there, swap over my old shift stuff because this is all what every 240 does, is all shredded and torn up. And then, yeah, just kind of get all this on, and then get the drive shaft and all that stuff bolted back up and put back in. That'll be good. And then all I got to do really today, don't mind how dirty my garage is, swap all these sensors from this trans to that trans. So I'm gonna get started doing that, and then I'll probably wait for Kyle and whoever else wants to come hang out. Probably for Kyle or whatever to come over here. That way I'm not trying to, not the strongest dude in the world. I'm not gonna fucking try to put a trans in myself. I'm not, it won't go good. So get all that in there, then we'll be good. Hopefully get a test drive. In the process, let's show you a little bit of the more of the carnage that happened with the Street League event, where I decided to let my exhaust eat a hay bale and destroy that. So let's show you that. First things first, this is the exhaust. As you can see, an exhaust shouldn't have a bend like that. So the tip of the exhaust on here, you can see where this is all mangled, this brace is bent in, tips all damaged and stuff. That's actually what caught the hay bale at Street League. And when it caught the hay bale, it was sitting in here and it just pulled it over. And when it pulled it over, you can see where it hit here, and it actually literally hit so hard that it just broke the bumper in half and ripped this half over this way. Showed it a little bit last night. There's a better clip, but it also, which I'm bummed about, broke my origin over fenders, which if you know 240s, those aren't easy to get right now. It broke my tail lights a little more. There's some more damage there. I'm missing a corner there. They're all cracked. The center one's cracked really bad. This one fared okay, but there was a homemade bracket that held the bumper on, and it's not there. That's not even held on the car. So I have a new bumper. Probably won't put that on for the next event. I'll just run this, and if I hit shit, I hit shit. And then we'll put the new one back on. Oh yeah, Kyle also started working on this yesterday. So he put some fiberglass in on the back side of the bumper that I lawn darted into my front yard to get that fixed. So short update. So I'm gonna start swapping sensors and then hate my life putting this trans in because the whole floor is a little cleaner, but it's all covered in trans fluid down there. Basically, ow. All we gotta do is
Fucker, dude.
Alright, so
Order about one more. David, you doing alright?
yeah. Alright, we're about an inch away from getting to the input shaft. It just doesn't want to. We gotta find a way to.
We just gotta fucking.
It's just getting stuck on this belt. Actually, I know what we need to do. Here, lay it down for a sec. Remember, we had to do this last time. Yep. You got it, Dave?
Yep.
Okay,
Sure.
so what we're running into is the high part of the trans. We gotta roll the trans so this big knuckle right here isn't there, and then once we get it on there, then we can, right Kyle, then we can spin the trans. Yeah. Go up. Alright. Are we still hitting the big teeth?
Yeah.
Where are we hitting?
My side. Alright. Oh.
Alright. Dip yours down a little bit, Dave.
This down.
Okay. Where are we hitting at? We're hitting that right there. You're supposed to be not loose with the con.
What?
I'm supposed to be not loose. I got
Yeah, put your end up. Can you put it up more?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yep.
Alright, so now we need to rotate the trans.
Rotate it.
Like that.
Yep.
Alright, so in a day of being very lazy, which was yesterday, I didn't do shit on the car, and today we got everything for the trans put together. We got the trans in now. Everything's bolted up, drive shafts in, starters all together, everything's plugged in, all the sensors, all that stuff's good to go. So last things I have to do, which is tomorrow, is just put fluid in it, get it running, check, make sure the trans is good, and then I need to bleed the cooling system because we got the new water pump on. Water pump's on, that's all good. From underneath the car, which is hard to see too, there's a transmission in there somewhere. So transmission is in, everything's hooked up, everything is good to go. In addition to the trans, I've had this thing laying around forever. It's a little washer that goes on the end of the shifter, gets rid of some of the slop. Mine had the original plastic bushing. This is the plastic bushing it comes with. These right here get a lot of play. They're not really the sturdiest guy. And my last one was cracking and stuff. So this one, even though it's going to be a pain in the ass to put in, will have a lot less slop and shouldn't ever go away. So I'll pop that in when I pop the new shifter in. Tomorrow we see if this new trans is good. So get that in and go from there. So see you tomorrow. Alright, so more fun updates. Some people will like this decision, some people won't. But the S14 we know is a car I'm trying to learn in, trying to progress in, continue from there, just kind of getting to the end of it. These wheels, I've owned these for over 10 years, are coming off the S14 for now. Keeping the wheels, I don't plan to get rid of the wheels, don't plan anything like that. I'm actually going to fix any of the damage I had from drifting on them. They're going to get repolished, cleaned up, all new tires. They're going to be more of my, I want to go cruising wheels. We can even put them on the Z if we want to. If I want to drift like a Hot Boy event, like when we do No Star Bash, any of those where I'm trying to be a little more fancy with it, those will probably go on the car. But for now, bought a new wheel, as crazy as it is. For over like 11, 12 years I've been building cars. I've had tons of cars, tons of wheels, tons of three-piece wheels, tons of other wheels. I've never bought even one brand new wheel in my life. So bought a pair of front wheels for the car, and I'm gonna go get those out of my car and see what you guys think. Go from there. Probably not a huge surprise on wheels because I have these, but these are the new fronts. No, they're not staying black. Yes, I hate black wheels. Yes, the camera hates black wheels because the camera won't even focus on black wheels. But here they are. These are 18 by 9.5 plus 12 Graham Light 57 DRs. So these ones are 18 10.5s. So I'll have the 9.5s up front. So I'll finally have matching wheels. Again, no, they're not staying black. They will be going a different color. My buddy Justin, who owns a very, very good powder coating shop, will be getting these looking pretty, getting these refreshed, and then I have another pair of new drift spares over here that he'll be getting refreshed. So I'm gonna get these all test fitted up here in a moment, so that way, hopefully, even though it'll be black, I don't like black on wheels, I'll be able to run them for the next event. So I'll open the other one.
Goods.
Firewall probably.
Here's
Yeah,
my
so
tag right here.
It
At
lifted up like
dim-sum
the-
underscore underscore.
We like had it in there. I mean, it was
What's
like
up, families?
in there, but you just couldn't fucking turn it.